Teenagers do a lot of things because they look cool. A lot of them aren't good.
What happened?
I'm sorry. Where do you think
You
this is
paused
going?
it.
Where do you think this is going?
The,
He just said teenagers do a lot of things they think looks cool.
Oh no, he's doing the video game thing. My God. No,
No.
please tell me no.
It's like 1,000 times worse than that.
The video games thing?
Yeah, 1,000 times worse than that.
I don't know, backyard shooting ranges.
Prepare yourself.
Am I close?
Hearing that,
Nope.
it is difficult not to be reminded of one of the greatest tragedies in recent American history when 22 years ago, two high schoolers, the same age, essentially, as Kyle Rittenhouse, 17.
Oh, no. No. No.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Hold on a second.
Please stop.
Where's the thingy? Okay.
Yes, Adam. Yes, despair. Feel the presence.
You're so evil, Sitch. You're so fucking evil. You're so evil.
Welcome to the deepest circle of hell, Adam.
Yeah. So you know,
Rittenhouse
you know.
is the same as the Columbine shooters.
Yeah. Eric Harris and Darren Klebel,
Mm-hmm.
the guys that started all of this,
Yes.
they blamed the Matrix for the Columbine killers. Now
Yep.
you know,
All your talk about how cool the Matrix was.
you know, since it's Adam. Adam has read a 20-hour book on Columbine. I know
Yep.
every fucking thing there is to know about Columbine.
Yep.
Okay. This segment is not going to go unfact checked. Okay. Oh man. First of all, Eric Harris was a psychopath, a certifiable psychopath.
Yep.
He left mountains of evidence for profilers to look over. So did Dylan Klebel. Dylan Klebel was a manic depressive who basically
No.
got talked into it by a psychopath.
That's not why they shot those people out. You didn't know this?
Mhm.
They shot those people because of NRA gun culture.
That's completely false. Completely fake news.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Fake news. These guys, what they called themselves, the emo mafia or something.
No. They're very big Republican NRA.
Trench coat mafia. That's
Yeah,
what
no.
they called themselves.
They're very big NRA.
Listen,
Trump.
what-
They were Trump fans. Even though this was before Trump ran for president, they were probably Trump fans.
How many Trump supporters wear fucking trench coats?
I think they were really into Donald Trump's The Apprentice and Home Alone 2. They would just watch the Trump scene on repeat.
This is bullshit. The mainstream media got everything wrong about Columbine.
Yes.
Everything wrong about Columbine. They came out and they said, oh, these people were bullied. This is where all the bullying nonsense started. These kids weren't bullied. Eric Harris was popular, had sex with a lot of girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not an incel. A fucking psychopath.
Yep.
Yeah, he wanted to see the world burn. He wanted to kill more people than anybody else killed in any mass killing. That was his fucking goal.
Yep.
Yeah. And the poor fucking piece of shit.
Fuck 'em.
The guy who was talked into it by him was manic depressive. Like he wasn't killing anybody. He was like having to be pushed. Oh, kill some people for heaven's sakes. Yeah, this is a total sad story. It's nothing like the Kyle Rittenhouse situation.
118, who also thought.
What are you doing? Are
Okay,
you
you
pausing?
press it. You press the button.
Are you pausing or what?
Yeah, we keep pushing at the same time.
Why?
Who also
pressed
thought
it.
guns were cool, murdered 12 students and one teacher, and wounded dozens more at Columbine High School in Littleton, Colorado.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit, Chris Hayes.
Yep.
The fact that you're comparing Kyle Rittenhouse to this, you're a fucking piece of shit.
Chris Hayes, utter garbage human being,
Yeah.
compares the fucking Columbine mass shooting to Kyle Rittenhouse.
This is
defending his own life.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is terrible.
Is this not despicable?
It is despicable.
Yeah.
I've lost all like zero. First of all, I never had any respect for Chris Hayes. So, like,
Yep.
But this is beyond the pale.
At the time, that was the deadliest.
And also his news acting where he's all, oh, guns are cool. Oh, guns are cool. Like his total, I'm your grandmother and I'm here to tell you guns aren't cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
School shooting.
Kyle Rittenhouse said it best. He said, video games are not real life, guys.
Yep.
It's completely different.
Its history, a record that has, well, sadly been broken multiple times. And since, horrifically, these mass shootings have just become part of American life, they are an unfortunate but apparently acceptable cost of living in a free society. It can be hard to remember just how seismic that felt, how pivotal a moment Columbine was at the time, how shocking, the heinousness, the inexplicability.
See, they're completely mischaracterizing this because Kyle Rittenhouse goes against their narrative. That gun saved his fucking life, and we all saw it. We all saw it. And that completely goes against the narrative.
Well, they're making it sound like, or he's making it sound like, oh, we've become so accustomed to these mass shootings. That's why we don't see Kyle Rittenhouse as a mass shooter.
Oh,
because
really?
we've become so
That's a direct.
I mean, that's what it sounds like he's saying. He's saying, remember when Columbine first happened and how horrendous it was.
I remember
Chris.
it.
Yeah,
I do.
There's literally nothing to fucking do with Kyle Rittenhouse at all, and you're literally an insane piece of shit if you think it is.
Yeah. This is, and also, I mean, this is the gun debate is really over whether or not guns do more harm than good. That is the debate. But Kyle Rittenhouse is definitely, that gun saved his life.
Yeah.
That gun totally saved his life.
Well, how could any of those guys how can you defend your property or anyone's property from a crazed mob of people if you're just standing in front of it with no gun? You think that's going to stop them?
No, it's not.
Of course not. Of course not. There's a reason the Black Lives Matter protesters who were trying to put out fires would go to Kyle's group and to go to the Balch and say, hey, we need your help to scare off people who are trying to burn this church down. It's because if they did it themselves, they wouldn't stop.
They'd get laughed at.
They'd get laughed at, yeah. Because you know who did have a gun? Zemisky.
Yeah.
One of the people starting the fires. He had a fucking gun.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. This is so crazy.
I'm sorry, allegedly starting the fires.
Oh, yeah. They literally showed video of Rosenbaum starting fires in the street. Look at the seriousness.
There's a legal question before the jury right now of Kyle Rittenhouse's guilt or innocence.
Lean in and kiss my ass, Chris. Lean over a little more. Get it good.
Being determined, will be determined. From what I've seen.
Are you ready for the cope? You ready for the copes?
Him coping?
Yeah, here's the massive cope.
He's already leaned over and kissed my ass real good.
Yep.
I think it's pretty likely he'll be acquitted, honestly. But there's also the broader question of what kind of society we want to live in. Ask yourself that. If you're watching this and you're a gun owner or someone who considers yourself a defender of the Second Amendment, abstractly, right? Ask yourself, do we want a society in which political conflict is settled on the streets between people with guns?
No, Chris, you're right. I
don't
want that. So it's almost like I don't want a bunch of pieces of shit who are supposedly protesting to then break off and riot and loot and arson and burn down random businesses. You're right. Yeah. I don't want that fucking happen in my fucking streets, Chris. So why the fuck are you and your piece of shit friends constantly bending over backwards and making apologia for these fucking scumbags that are doing this behavior?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't seem to understand that this Kenosha stuff is a response to their behavior.
Yes, of course. If I have to pick between fucking pieces of shit who are breaking off from a protest or part of a protest, burning down fucking random buildings, or a million Kyle Rittenhouses standing in front of those buildings with guns, I'm going to go with the million Kyle Rittenhouses every fucking time.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And the fact that he doesn't understand, this is the liberal bubble. He's so his head is so far up his own ass. He doesn't have any fucking clue how insane he sounds. Okay.
Yeah.
This is why. And Barnes said this, I believe. He said that Kenosha County voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016 and then voted for Donald Trump in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what was that guy's name? The pollster that got fired from his job, who's like, every time a fucking riot breaks out.
Frank Luntz?
No, not fucking Frank Luntz. Shore, who's like, every time a riot breaks out, that city votes Republican.
Yeah. Hell
Okay?
yeah.
He fucking said that, and they fired him for it. David Shore, I think, was the guy's name.
Oh, yeah.
And Chris has his head so far up his own ass, he doesn't understand that the majority of people, if they have to choose between a fucking anarchist mob and order, they're going to go with the order every fucking time.
Yeah. Even if it's a 17-year-old kid with an AR.
Yes. And we're luck Kyle was so good in that situation.
Hell yeah.
Okay? I can't imagine a cleaner situation. He only shot the people he meant to shot, and he only shot the people that advanced on him. And every time someone put their hands up, he didn't fucking shoot them.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have fucking handled that situation anywhere near as well as Kyle did.
He even lucked out by not killing the black guy. Fucking A.
There you go.
I mean,
There you go.
I'm in all seriousness, how much worse would this have been?
That's
Like
true.
that black guy, his face would be all like,
Yep.
it would be like Anthony Huber and Rosenbaum would be tiny, and the black guy's face would be huge. Be like, look at this. Kyle Rittenhouse murdered a black man.
This hero jump kicked Kyle Rittenhouse in the face.
He was just
And
boot
died,
stomping
yes.
him in the street. He was just boot stomping him on the asphalt.
Yes.
How could he have done this thing to him?
He thought he was an active shooter. Doesn't that cancel it out?
Yeah. Yeah. This could have been so much worse.
One in which everyone is armed and can therefore view the other people armed as a plausible threat, which appears to what happened on the streets of Kenosha. Is that the society we want? Because that's the outcome the pro-gun lobby is hoping to bring about, is bringing about. Go ask the families of those two dead.
In response to your behavior, Chris Hayes, in response to your behavior, in response to the media completely
Okay.
whitewashing everything the rioters do.
Let's take Chris's insane worldview for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Imagine the NRA ceased to exist, and imagine guns were illegal in America.
Oh my God.
Okay.
That's such a terrible thought.
So what happens? One of two situations happens. The rioters burn down all the property and no one stops them at all.
Yeah.
They're just not stopped.
That's what's
Or-
going to happen.
Or Kyle Rittenhouse and Balch and all those other guys go out there and they get beaten to death by the rioters and the looters. 'Cause they
Yeah.
don't have
And the
guns.
property still gets burned down.
And then the property gets destroyed too.
Yeah.
So this is like fucking
This is insane. No,
insane land.
Yeah.